What's up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new here, my name is Brandon, and today we have an epic adventure planned for us that's going to involve us digging a giant hole in search of valuable antique treasures that were buried over a century ago. If we don't find anything there, because we never know what's in the ground, we are going to head to the river and search for river treasure. Meanwhile, as we're heading there, if you're not subscribed, reach right down there and hit the button for me. You don't want to miss our future adventures. We've got a full crew today, guys, and the very first bottle after we started is a hutch. It's Alabama Bottling Company hutch. It is pictorial. It does have the eagle on the back. This is one of the most common hutches in the Birmingham area, but it's always a great sign to see. It looks like it had been broken for a little while. However, this should be a fantastic whiskey glass for somebody in the future. Got a little bit of work to do. What do you think about this spot, Randy?
It's hard.
It is hard. It is hard ground.
You hopped right in.
You can see we got the whole crew. Half of us are watching right now because this spot right here is just so hard. We have to give ourselves a little bit of a break on our shoulders as we're going. So we'll get back with you when we find something cool. There is a part of a mattress or a fence down there that we're trying to go through. Hopefully we can get past it because we forgot our metal cutting sawzall blades. So why are these antique bottles and relics buried so deep? Every single week I get that question. I've partnered with an animator to hopefully be able to answer this question in a way that everybody will understand. Y'all take a look at this clip and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Dumping grounds were usually placed outside of town. Unusable land such as steep valleys, ditches, or swampy areas were targeted locations. For older dumps, accessibility for a horse and their cart were also top priority. The valleys and ditches could be used for decades before being covered and capped with several feet of clay. This is why we have to dig so deep. With time, trees and vegetation grow back, making the area almost impossible to find without extensive research. Alright, it was Tristan's turn in the hole, and this right here just popped out. It's a nice stopper, but this one's got a little bit of a chip. But what makes this one interesting is that it says cartons right there. Or Gartons. Is that a G or a C? I think that's a G.
It is a G.
So Gartons, we don't know. That's not something we find. It may be something common in other areas. But we're gonna have to do a little bit of research and see what that is. So Tristan just pulled this out right here, the Jamocha Birmingham, Alabama. Sadly, the top's gone. It is an old break, but that is a very rare variant bottle. It took me a very long time to get one that I have in my collection, and I had to buy it. It was not dug. So we are seeing some pretty cool stuff down in here, and regardless, this is going to be a really cool whiskey glass. I just wish that would have been whole for him. What a bust, guys. We dug literally, I kid you not, 10 foot. At the bottom of the 10-foot hole was a Hickson Capudine and a marble. For all of that work and that big of a crew, it did not pay off, but that's usually how treasure hunting goes. So I've decided, sadly I had to drop my wife off, to go jump in the river and see if I can find some river treasure. So let's go there now. All right, first find of the day. Just going to be a slick med, but it is a cork top and not screw top. So we're going to be probably pre-1930, right around 100 years old. I see the heel to something. Oh, it's just broken. Piece 2A, milk and magnesia. You can see where it says Phillips. So we're on the right track. Maybe there'll be something good here. Look at this oldie right here. Look at the lip on it. That's a beautiful bottle. Holy mackerel. Nice and early, probably 1880s or 1890s. No damage at all. It's not embossed, but that's okay when you get a bottle that old. It's always worth keeping. This is definitely coming out with us. Alright, I see a bottle down here. I can't tell if it's old or not. Right here is the neck. Not old. Let's see, there's a couple other things here though. Right there would have been a really nice early bottle. You can tell by the neck. This right here is a no deposit from the 70s or 80s. So you literally jumped a century within a foot of each other, which is pretty crazy when you think about the trash. Check this little guy out right here. Oh, he's unembossed, but that's another corker. This is one of those creeks that's just absolutely loaded with glass, if you can't tell by looking around. So I'm gonna lay my glass right here in this little pile that I just picked up. I'll carry out as much as I can today. However, this is one of those places you would need a dump truck, no kidding, to get this stuff out. Well, before I let y'all go, I saw this while I was talking. Oh, broken. so much stuff in here from such a wide variety of eras. I mean, when you can just walk and pick up glass like you can in this spot, it tells you how good of an area it is. Let's see. Piece to a ketchup. This looks like it's going to be, yep, that's a more modern whiskey bottle. There's a Hilda one. Hey, look right there. See that? There's a medicine. Oh, it's slick too. All on one little bitty sandbar. I mean, this place is that loaded, guys. Looking, here's a Hilda something. That's more modern. I can tell by the serrations on the bottom right there. Oh, I see something sticking out of the bank. Right there. You see it? Can't tell if it's gonna be old. Nope, it's a jar. Looks kind of like one of those blue plate mayos. I can't talk today, guys. I don't know what's my deal. Anyways, I'll turn the camera back on when we find something more interesting. This one's gonna be embossed. It says, M-E-N-N-E-N. Probably a type of cologne. It is a screw top and not necessarily what we're looking for, but it doesn't belong in here, so let's get it out. Here's another little guy. Oh, that one's got good color to it. I thought it was clear at first, but it's got a little bit of a light aqua tint to it, so that's gonna come out. That's a nice little bottle. I'll take it. This looks like it's gonna be a 3-in-1, but let's find out together. Oh, not embossed. Just a little amber bottle. It does say S&D on the bottom, so that would have been a sharpened dome's poison. Sadly, nothing on the sides though to tell us what it was. Still lots of glass, guys. All right, we got a couple of things right here that's pretty interesting. You can see what appears to be a jug that washed out and cracked. And what caught my eye was this right here, which is just going to be more than likely a fancy, yep, just a fancy pickle jar. Daggum, it's got a big flash crack right through there. I'll set it here though and grab it on the way back. I did see right over here a heel to something broken, more modern. Same thing for this one. And let's look, I thought I saw a medicine. Nope, just the neck to one right there. So, we're still hot on the glass, guys. Thought for sure this was gonna be a J.W. Kelly. Sadly, it's unembossed, but it was up here on the bank. Right there where I picked it up, you can see. That's crazy. There may be some stuff buried up here along the banks. I'll have to talk with the owner here and see if they'll give us permission to dig. All right, so we're out of the woods. We found a few bottles, nothing just super terrific this week, but that's sometimes how it goes. But I wanted to show y'all what I scored on a couple of picks in the last couple of weeks. This has been an amazing couple of weeks for me, finding treasures at antique stores, yard sales, etc. This clock right here is a fishtail emblem clock. This is one that does not have the lights behind it, and I got a pretty good deal on it. The guy said, I rolled the dice. He said, I don't know if it works or not. He said, you'll have to find out. I took it home, and it wasn't working, and I kind of panicked for a minute. I took this apart right here, checked the wires. There was a loose connection, and then I put it back together, plugged it up, and lo and behold, it works. It is a PAM electric clock. This is probably circa 1950s. Now, as much as I like that, right behind it, I found that awesome wooden thermometer. It says Portland Clinchfield Cement Company, and that is a really cool early advertising thermometer. Behind it, I got this thermometer. I'm not sure of the age on this. This is a Norman Rockwell thermometer. This is an older one. It is original. You can tell by the corrosion around the outside of it. It says the True Temp Original Jumbo Dial by TCA. I really love the picture. My grandmother had a lot of the Norman Rockwell pictures in her house with the boys fishing. And with this one having the Coca-Cola emblem, I couldn't help but grab it. Take note of the dragonfly landed on his fishing pole. On the other side of the clock, you can see this is a very primitive thermometer with just the coil spring attached to it. It is missing one of the clasps on it though, but that's okay. I absolutely love it and got a killer deal on it. So I'll tell y'all what I paid for these. I paid $100 for the clock, got the thermometer for 40, and I got this thermometer for 10 bucks. So I think I did okay. To be all in at 150 for all three, I think that is a score. So a quick update on the office as well while we're down here. I wanted to tell y'all, first off, this building, I got a really good deal on it. You can see how far apart the studs are. This building is wind rated for 150 miles an hour. It does have a 20-year warranty on it, so I was excited about that. However, it's not exactly built the way that it needs to be to have wooden walls inside. So what I had to do in the very beginning was run around the very bottom edge a caulk line. Then I came back where the tin meets, and you can kind of see it looks ugly, but nobody's gonna see that with the walls behind it. And I ran great stuff around the cracks. The bottom plate of our walls is treated just in case any water gets inside of it. Then we came in and we put these 2x4 walls in. And this, believe it or not, is a 10x10 office. You can't really tell, it looks smaller, but it is a 10x10 office. This will be where a 3D printer will be sitting along with a laser engraver. On this side over here will be a laptop set up to help program that stuff over here. If you look up, we did complete the loft over the weekend. My dad, I appreciate his help. He came over, and thankfully he is the woodworker. I've been always more geared towards cutting metal. Well, my dad is like a master carpenter, so he came over and helped us. We threw this thing up in a matter of about 5 hours. Now, on this side over here, this is gonna be, you can see I've got a sink over here. The bottle tumbler is gonna be set up in the corner. And then if I'm gonna do any filming, I'm gonna continue the wall along from here over to here. And I'm gonna set right here in the middle. This will kind of be like a TV set, if you will, to do live streams, etc. What you see right here with the weird bracing, that is going to be where an LCD monitor is sitting. This wall right here on the inside and the out around this office and going around this side over here will have wainscoting about halfway up. That's gonna be either used tin or some rustic looking tin. Above that will be pallet wood, and that will be inside and out and along the walls here. Now, as we go around the shop on this side over here, this will be all eventually wood. I'll work on it a little bit at a time. And as we do that, it'll be filled with shelves. It's gonna have my eBay store items, my Tumblr items, and multiple other things. So we needed this space badly. I'm glad that we got it. The garage door is really there just to be able to put the motorcycle in here. And in case I ever pick or get something large, I can put it in the building very easily without trying to come through the door frame. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure that you're subscribed, like I said in the beginning, and we'll catch you guys in next week's adventure.